My name is Michael Freeman. I live in Spokane, Washington, and I have been a professional gymnastics coach for 20 years. My father was not a believer. He used to make fun of people when he would hear Bigfoot stories, actually. He was working for the Forest Service near Walla Walla, Washington, as a forest ranger. Pretty much the dream job for anyone that loves being in the mountains. He knew every animal that was there. He knew what their tracks looked like. He knew what sounds they made. As a mountain man, he was one of the best that you would ever meet. His first encounter was June 10th, 1982. He was following a herd of elk. He noticed some strange activity, so he got out of his truck to follow them on foot when he started to smell something that just wasn't normal. He started around a little corner in that logging spur road, and here come, in his own words, this critter that stepped down off this 10-foot bank with one step into the middle of the road. He did not know what it was. He did know immediately that it was not a bear. His first thought was every picture that he had ever seen of prehistoric man, except that it was more ape-like in the face. It looked at him about the same time that he looked at it, and he said that it kind of stopped and he could hear it breathing. He was close enough, and he could see the stomach muscles in its chest moving as it was breathing. And then it started to walk off, stopping a couple times to look back at him before leaving the area. It set off a 15-year obsession where literally all he wanted to do was prove to people that they existed and that he was not crazy. Deduck Spring is one of the large viable water sources that continues to function all year. Lots of wild game use it, the deer use it, elk, everything. And my dad had been finding evidence of them. He was finding footprints. He would go in the morning before the sun came up when he got off work, because he worked night shift at the time. And he thought they were coming earlier than he was, and he was missing them. August 20th, 1992, he starts to drive home, and then he thinks, well, why not? I'll go up there. Maybe there's fresh footprints. Maybe I can get some nice casts. It's later than usual. And the first thing he notices are these footprints right there by the water. And so he gets his video camera out to start filming those prints, and he walked right upon one. Him thinking that they were there earlier than he was not entirely correct. They were watching him, and they were waiting for him to leave. I remember coming upstairs, and here's my dad standing there, and he's shaking. I always tell people that that's the only time in my entire life that I ever saw my dad scared of anything. And I was with my dad when he died. That's the only proof I'll ever need for the existence of Bigfoot, because I saw it on his face and I saw it in his eyes, and I know they're real. I think it would be great if he was still alive to see the popularity of the Bigfoot culture and its acceptance in the world that we have today.